those. This reading is for Aquarius. What do the spirit guides have in store for the Aquarius? Okay, the Aquarius is content, financially stable in the present situation. There's a struggle, creative struggle, obstructing their path, and a need for generosity on the surface. In the unconscious, there's an immature idea about money. In the past, we had the Gemini. In the near future, there's a gossip. And where one finds oneself is creating a new skill, learning a new skill. Others see this as a time for sacrifice. And a hope and fear is gaining knowledge. And a final outcome is a decision between good and bad. This reading is for Pisces. This is for Pisces. What do the spirit guides have in store for the Pisces? Pisces here. Up. Pisces. Tossing them out there. Gossip is the present situation. The Pisces is involved in some gossip. Oh, excuse me, in the present situation. The problem is people are talking about you. The obstacle is family. On the surface, there's a need to trust your love. In the unconscious, a decision between good and evil. In the past, there's a Libra. In the near future is a struggle. This is a creative struggle. To guide you through this struggle, you'll be using the moon and intuition. Others see this as a time to build your faith in the unknown. And a hope and fear is the unknown and seeking that spiritual guidance that you will need. As a final outcome, there may be a situation where there's a law involved. So don't be afraid of that person who has the wisdom and the Libra coming in. They're important. This reading is for Aries. What do the spirit guides have in store for the Aries? Oh. Looks like meditation here. Wow. So we've got a idea about money on the surface of the situation currently. There's an immature idea about money. And the meditation is creating an obstacle for the Aries. There's, on the surface, there's an this card means that there's some, it's a sexual journey. There's a session that's on the surface. In the unconscious, it's a risk. In the past, there's a Capricorn. And in the near future, there's a new trade to discover, a new hobby to take up. And this Aries will come in contact with Gemini. And the Gemini will show them the need for Quicksilver characteristic. Okay, the others see this Aries as a father figure. And then a hope and fear is the law. This can also be a pattern developing. And then the final outcome is the Aries coming into themselves and being aware of who they are and enlightened as a final outcome. This reading is for Taurus. What do the spirit guides have in store for the Taurus? Coming for the Taurus. Okay, on the surface, there's a reward for a creative endeavor. It's a small reward presently. Oh, and the ending of a project is creating an obstruction in the path. And then on the surface, we've got alcohol or addiction or lust, gambling. In the unconscious, there's a union in heaven, a marriage. And in the past, there was harmony and bliss. In the near future, nostalgia. And then a time of generosity for the Taurus. Others see this as also a good time for starting up a business or taking on a new big project like a child or having the birth of a new business or child. A hope and fear is having to make a moral decision, and the final outcome is having the upsurgence of a creative idea, a new project, the new creative project coming in the final outcome for the Taurus. This reading is for Gemini. What do the spirit guides have in store for the Gemini? What's the Gemini have? Oh, in the present situation, there's a loss of money for the Gemini. And Aquarius person is creating an obstacle, causing a problem in the journey here. On the surface, we've got a content marriage, a concrete union. In the unconscious, there's an idea. In the past, there's a Scorpio. In the near future, there's a reward for your creative project. And you'll find yourself at a time to reflect and spiritually connect with yourself and others, to develop a relationship with yourself. This Ace of Swords, how others see this situation is you're powering through whatever the Aquarius is causing as a problem. You're going to triumph over it. And hope and fear is the sun. Become light, the upsurgence of the wisdom that is going to be gained will produce a light in your life and help you through the struggle as a final outcome. There's a creative struggle as a final outcome. But you have all the powerful cards here to help you deal with any type of struggle that may come about. This reading is for Cancer. What do the spirit guides have in store for the Cancer? What do the spirit guides have in store for the Cancer? Okay, this is a good time to invest money, to grow money, to take a risk with money. It's a present situation. There's a marriage that is creating some type of problem or obstruction for this Cancer. The soulmate on the surface and the immature idea regarding money. In the past, there was a question about money and what to do with it or how to use it in a morally sound way. And then in the near future, there's a loss of money for the Cancer. But that loss of money is going to bring a trip that is smart. A smart decision. Others see the Cancer as having content and financial stability. And a hope and fear is a moral decision coming in fast. And then on the final outcome, we've got like the Cancer is going to take a lover or have some type of relationship that's like a one-night stand as a final outcome. This reading is for Leo. What do the spirit guides have in store for the Leo? And for the Leo. Wow. It's like the Leo's past is on the floor. There's a content marriage here. A concrete relationship is the present situation for the Leo. There's some type of creative reward or longing for a reward that is creating an obstacle for the Leo. In the past, they were, on the surface, it's a new journey. Like this journey is over, and this is a new journey. And in the unconscious, we've got a hobby, thinking about taking up a hobby. In the past, there was the final completion of a work project at work, and others are talking about this Leo. There's this Leo's love life or this Leo's life. People are gossiping. But the Leo will find themselves receiving rewards and money for their skills. Others see it as a time for the person to be reflecting on themselves. And a hope and fear is meeting someone new. Like some new relationship, new love coming in, and not trusting the love. For Leo, a complicated thing. Okay, this reading is for Virgo. Well, let's pull a card for the Leo. Let's pull a love card for the Leo here. This card signifies expansion and the accomplishment and success that comes as a result of doing what you love, or something that has great meaning for you. You are creating something of lasting value and that will be enjoyed by others for years to come. A strong sense of teamwork and fulfillment abound. Okay. So when we're looking at the love and the incoming, it could be a relationship at work. It could be like, some new person coming into a team. Not necessarily the love life of the Leo. That is pretty good on the surface. like in the present situation. It's the relationships with others coming in, and the gossip and the Okay, we're going to move on to Virgo. What do the spirit guides have in store for the Virgo? Virgo here. Virgo coming in. Okay, the Virgo has a Leo on as a presenting problem. And the lack of intuition is creating an obstruction here for the Leo's journey. And there's a pattern on the surface. In the unconscious, there's a Gemini. In the past, the Magician was a connection between heaven and earth. In the near future, in the near future, this Virgo is going to be teaching a trade and rewarded for a project at work. This is reward for a creative project here. And others see this as the Lovers and a decision needing to be made in love. Use your intuition if this is regarding your love life. And build your physical self and heal your wounds. And then the final outcome is a High Priestess, which is kind of stepping into the unknown as a final outcome. This reading is for Libra. What do the spirit guides have in store for the Libra? Libra. Okay, in the present situation, it's a time for planning. There is a secret that is creating an obstruction for this Libra, and addiction and alcoholism or gambling, lust is on the surface here. In the unconscious, we have the sun, which is the light of your life. In the unconscious, in the past, negative thoughts here. In the near future, there's a rebirth, a renewal. It's cyclical. And then a reward for your creative project. Others see this as a big, new idea for your imagination to grab onto and come to grips with that. And there's a fear of a father having the father figure, or having that characteristic within yourself. You might not sit well with the authoritarian type of power that comes with that father figure. Hey, what are you doing? The final outcome is a reward with money from investment. There's a time to invest. What did you just do? That was crazy. Kitty's getting crazy. Here. Can I get you here? Do you want to sit here? No? Just right there? Can I turn it a little bit? No. It's pretty fixed. Whoops. Oh, don't want to mess with it too much. This is for Scorpio. This reading is for Scorpio. What do the spirit guides have in store for Scorpio? There's a creative idea, like something in the imagination coming in quick for the Scorpio in the present situation. There's a feeling of lost love blocking the Scorpio's path. And here we have addiction and gambling and the same devil card in that same position on the surface. Lust. I don't know. It's like spring fevers in everyone's reading. In the unconscious, there's a struggle at work. In the past, there was enough education and knowledge. In the near future, it's a time to take care of yourself, to make sure you're eating right and sleeping right and exercising, building up your physical body. And then coming into a Aquarius here for the Scorpio. So this person is going to give you vibes of cold, kind of unfeeling, and they may have you hone in on your competitive nature. That's why they're there. And then others see this situation as the Scorpio. It looks like the Scorpio is gossiping, and to, you know, this is like your group, and you're all in the group together, but it may not. I mean, it could be powerful solidarity. Negative thoughts are hope and fear. Negative thoughts are there. And then the final outcome is a new idea. So we have, in the past there was enough education, and then there's this breath of new, fresh air, breath of a new idea coming in the final outcome for the Scorpio. This reading is for Sagittarius. This is for Sagittarius. What do the spirit guides have in store for the Sagittarius? The Hermit is on the surface of the present situation, or actually that's the problem. The Sagittarius may be taking time to reflect on themselves and isolating themselves. This Sagittarius is looking for the light, like faith, and happiness is creating an obstacle. Bliss is covering the path, causing a problem. It's like false. On the surface, it's a time where the Sagittarius is physically, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually exhausted. In the unconscious, there's a Scorpio. In the past, there was money well deserved for your skills. In the near future, there's a creative struggle coming in for the Sagittarius, and the Sagittarius this might be a time of rebirth. It's like a complete overhaul where judgment is coming in. It's like the end and a rebirth, renewal. Others see the Sagittarius as having characteristics of a Gemini, which is a little strange. It's a role that the Sagittarius takes on easily and brings into play their intelligence. And a hope and fear is a struggle that you will need help with. Like you can't resolve the struggle on your own. And then the final outcome as meditation. Self-actualization. And then we have Capricorn. This reading is for Capricorn. What do the spirit guides have in store for the Capricorn? Capricorn. Again, this is the present situation, the present problem, It's feeling exhausted emotionally, spiritually, psychologically exhausted. And then your nostalgia and your sentimental feelings are getting in the way of your path, creating an obstacle. On the surface, we have, your self-awareness is going to power through that negative time and bring you to keep you going on your journey. The sun, as in the unconscious, is the lighting up the dark from the past, lighting the path and shining a light on the darkness from whatever loss you had in the past. In the near future, this Capricorn is going to start thinking about time and where you are in your life and where you want to be. And it could be a destruction of the old patterns and the old ways that is needed, and a sacrifice. Maybe others may see you as having to sacrifice. A hope and a fear is that struggle that is out of your capability, where you need help. And as a final outcome, we've got the card is this Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is the meditation, self-actualization, final outcome. Okay. So that's our reading for today. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for viewing, following. See you next time. Take care. Be well.